co-owner of Foxy Home Staging, and you're on site with us today at a really large property. It's 2 trucks. We have about 10 people on site. I wanted to take you through and look at first impressions and talk about how we show buyers as they walk through a property, the highlights and the focal points of the property as we walk throughout. Alright guys, so first impressions, the most important place for us for that consideration is the front door. The front entry, when upon entering a home, the first 6 seconds is when a buyer is going to decide whether or not it's a home for them. The rest of the property, they're walking through negotiating pricing, other points as far as the contract goes, but the front door, the front entry to the property, and that involves everything they can see from this front entry point, is the most critical for us to get correct. So that starts with artwork in this property, but then also behind me you can see the dining. We also have a formal living space. So if we do a small walk throughout, we're still styling. So you've got Georgia hanging artwork in the back. Convenient because we get lots of questions about hanging artwork. Now, formal living space. If you were living here, we have 3 living spaces. We've got a downstairs space, which is definitely going to be for families. That's where you're going to have the kids' space. Now, we tend to find that mum and dad still want a space to be able to sit and watch TV. So one of these 2 spaces side by side would generically be a TV space. Now, for first impressions, when we're walking in, we don't want to walk in and see a big TV on a wall, nor do we want a cutout or a nook to be hidden or impeded by a TV. So they're the considerations we're thinking about when we're styling a property. We've gone with a formal living space here. It ticks so many boxes. It can be the TV space. It can be a formal sitting space. Most importantly, it shows the size and potential of this area to be a living room. So then we go through to the next space. Now, what's really important that you should be able to see is that we are guiding a person through the home. We have the large furniture in place to get capitalize on the 15 minutes somebody might be able to spend at an open home. So as they walk through, we can see a 3-seater sofa in the formal living space. We can see we can fit a 6-seater dining table very comfortably in this dining room. We can see we've got 2 sofas, 2 really great size sofas in the back room. Downstairs again, you can see we've got enough space for 5 bottoms on seats. So again, guiding a person through, where it's all about positioning of furniture. The long side of the dining table creates the long side of the hallway. The position of our accessories are full frontal to the front door to get the full impact of those accessories felt by a buyer. Now, we have got some height going on here on this dining table. That's something that may change when a photographer comes through. We've gone with height because this is a very large living space, and it's something we spoke about at the consultation. To give this home warmth and family warmth and less sterile when we're styling, so we don't want it to feel empty. So pieces like the centerpiece here give us that warmth but also filler space, however, might impede a photo. So photographer might take that one out. That wouldn't surprise me to see, but it'll go back in for an open home. We then follow through to the living space. Now, living here and styling, they're 2 different things. Again, potential to have a TV space, TV on this large wall with a sofa opposite. That could be how we live here. But that will make this space feel very closed off. We'll have a hallway behind us here, and then I'm going to have to move out of the way of you at an open home when we walk past each other. And that's not going to capitalise on the potential of this space for buyers as they walk through and then negotiating the price point that they're going to offer for the home. So we open it out. We show that we have enough space here for 2 sofas. We've got a 3 and a 2.5-seater sofa, plus 2 occasional chairs, a nice huge open space, but then it guides the person to the outside area. Again, this guiding still happens outside. We've got an outdoor dining upstairs and an outdoor lounge downstairs. There is no way somebody's going to have an outdoor dining downstairs when we have our kitchen upstairs. The alfresco living, the consideration of where those spaces need to be is very considered when we're positioning our furniture. All right, so as we walk on into the master retreat, again, first impressions are critical. Each room has its first impression. It's the reason we have the bed on the wall that you can see the full bed from the front door. It's the reason the bedside tables are there. We've got a big, beautiful bed head. The reason we don't have a piece of artwork on this wall is because then it becomes too cluttered. we have aircon, which is a fantastic feature for someone to have in a master bedroom. But then if we have a bed head, aircon and artwork, this becomes overwhelming. It doesn't become a space where the eye can settle. So by the time we get to the bathroom, the brain hasn't remembered what we've seen. So it's really important for the eye to be able to settle as it comes into a room. As you walk through, you can see we obviously have the outdoor space. You can see the sun lounges straight down by the pool. They're positioned in that position intentionally. The entire way through a home, it tells the story. So that's why we're styling the master bedroom. Every other room will be the same sort of orientation, and it's done intentionally.
All right, so as we come downstairs, you can see the principles remain the same. The full front of the sofa, it needs to be visible as you walk in, and you can see maximum impact there from the artwork as well. One of the things that the team decide to do is tuck the TV around the corner. So we tick the functionality box of it being there, but it's the full front of the sofa and the artwork that's appreciated when you walk in. Look at that stunning new artwork, gorgeous. So same with the bedroom principles, full front of the bed, the whole space needs to be appreciated, so that as you duck your head around at an open home, you can see you quite easily fit a double or a single bed in each space. Absolutely beautiful. That's come up a treat. When we go through for an integrated style, one of the things that we'll often ask a client to do is remove a lot of their wall hangings, all of their family photos, all of the wall murals that they have up. And then when we come in, we bring artwork in and we place it only in certain spaces. That blank space is intentional. So the blank space helps to guide an eye through with artwork and accessories. As you can see in the upstairs space of this property in particular, you have artwork as you walk in, you go guide around the corner to the artwork in the formal living, you go to the greenery and the accessories on the dining table, out to the artwork in the combined living space, then takes you to the story to outside. Using those pieces without making too much complication for where the eye can settle is blank space. It helps a buyer to be transitioned through the home and tells them the best part of the property. It helps them where the eye should settle, i.e. the pool outside, the amazing outdoor space, the 3 living spaces that this property has with a really great communal kitchen. It's obviously a family home, and we've set it up to be that. So mum can be cooking in the kitchen while somebody's outside looking in the pool. We've got someone doing homework at the kitchen table. Everything is about community in that home and a family space. So it's done very, very well.